So this is our high tunnel. We're gonna go on a quick little tour. This is our tomato plants that we planted, I guess it was the end of March or the beginning of April, using the water wheel planter to plant them. And there's a stake every 5 plants, so when they grow up probably about as high as this one, we'll pick these bottom branches off, all these bottom ones, and then we have a nice clean stem there, and we'll run a string wrapping around each one of these. It'll go around this side and wrap. It'll go start at the other end, obviously, but wrap around that pole and go along the side of these plants, wrap around that pole, and then when we get to the other end, it'll come along the other side, wrap around the pole, and then go up the other side. So we use the water wheel transplanter, and we have a raised bed mulch layer. We use a biodegradable plastic mulch. We have a few holes here where a couple plants may not have made it. You know, it's not a huge amount of plants that didn't make it. There is 5 in a row right there, but it's no big deal. We probably still have about 300. I think we had 326 to start. And then over here we have cucumbers. We're just starting to put this trellis in now. So we're at the end of a row. And this here fence, we're going to put another layer of it, above this first fence. It's just the fence we had. I would have bought a 4-foot high fence, but we had this already, so I'll just put 2 layers of it. And these are our cucumber plants, and as they grow, we'll just make sure they lean against this. We have it set at a slight angle. I guess you can see right here where it ends, and the tomatoes pick up again. There's a slight angle there to it so that the cucumbers hopefully fall through those holes and grow through the holes. And we've tried chicken wire in the past, but sometimes the cucumbers will grow in the chicken wire. Like we have 3 more posts to put here. They're down at the other end, but that's coming along. We're just going to weed eat the edges and on the insides and outsides. And it's actually pretty hot in here for such an overcast day. It's Wednesday, I think it's the 14th, but look how great these plants are doing in here. We got some blooms that are going to start right here. These plants are looking really good though. We're excited to have some good tomatoes out of here. This is variety. The variety, I'll have to double check the variety. It may be Mountain Fresh, or Mountain Fresh might be the ones we're planting outside in the field the beginning of next month. Depending, as long as we get the weather. Now over this other side, we put in a row of squash. We haven't grown squash in here before, but since we got such a late start, I figured they're starting to come up there now. Figured we'd start growing some squash out here to get them a little bit earlier. And these sides here open up, these whole sides all the way down from end to end. That whole thing rolls up to let the air in when the summer heat hits. And if there's a frost, you close them down and close the ends. That end's closed. This end's open. And I am actually working up a sweat in here today. I think it's only in the upper 50s outside right now. But in here, we have a little temperature gauge, which may not be completely accurate because it's not hanging. I have to hang it on one of these posts. But it's a high-low gauge, so it tells you what the high and lows were. So last night it looks like it went down to 60, 50, 40, I don't know. I don't think I reset it last night. But either way, it's over 80 in here now. It's actually about 90. It's covering the pin. I might have to get a new one. Anyway, that's something I'll have to do. And hang it up properly. Probably because it's laying down and not being taken care of properly. But we'll get it hung up somewhere in the middle. I probably want to get a couple of them, put one at each end and one in the middle, and move it from row to row. Because I do notice last year, well, let me go help this guy out. He's looking like he's having trouble. Look at him. Look at him. I'll help you out a little bit here, bud. There you go. No problem. We got you now. Yeah, last year I noticed the rows in the middle were doing a lot better than the row on the north side. And I think the rows on the south side were doing a little better as well. Now I think we only had 2.5 rows last year. This year we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The end rows aren't complete because we need room for the equipment. But I think that'll probably conclude our tour of the high tunnel for today. Everything's looking great in here. Alright, signing off.